Today we talked about linear equations again, and up till now we've been writing our equations for linear relationships in what we call slope-intercept form. And it's called slope-intercept form because this form tells you what the slope is, in this case 2, and tells you what the y-intercept is, in this case -1. So graphing equations in slope-intercept form is easy. You plot your y-intercept and then use your slope, 2 or 2 over 1, to graph the pattern of your line. And so that's what we've been doing up to this point in this unit, is graphing equations that are in slope-intercept form. Today, though, we saw a linear equation that's in a different form, and this is called standard form. And the equation looked like this: 3x plus 6y equals 24. Now this is different than this equation. Notice x and y are on the same side of the equal sign, and just a number is on the other side. We're used to seeing equations with y alone on one side equal to the x and the number on the other side. So this equation in standard form is a lot harder to graph because it doesn't tell you what the y-intercept is and it doesn't tell you what the slope is. So in order to graph an equation in standard form, we need to use algebra to rewrite this in this form. So we need to use algebra to get y by itself on one side of the equal sign. So to do that, we're going to start by subtracting 3x, but what we do to one side we have to do to the other side of the equal sign. And 3x's undo each other, but the 6y drops down, equals drops down, and we've got 24, which is a regular number, minus 3x. We can't subtract 3x's from 24, so we're going to leave them separate. 24 minus 3x. Now, we still need to get y by itself, so I'm going to divide by 6. But what I do to one side of the equal sign, I have to do to the other side. But I have to do it to the entire other side. So everything over there is divided by 6. All right? So the 6's are going to undo each other. We'll be left with y all by itself, which is what our goal was, equals, and now we've got to divide everything over here by 6. 24 divided by 6 is 4, minus 3 divided by 6 is not a whole number, so I'm going to leave it as a fraction for now. 3 divided by 6 is 3 over 6, and of course, times x. Now, before we're done, we need to reduce that fraction. I know 3 over 6 reduces to a half, so our equation simplifies to this. So notice, our y-intercept is actually 4, and our slope is -1/2. And there's no way we could have just looked at this equation in standard form and known that. So we needed to use algebra to figure that out. Now, graphing it will be easy. Our y-intercept is 4. Our slope is -1/2, so down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. And follow the pattern the other way. And we have our line. So notice, graphing equations in slope-intercept form, pretty easy because it tells you all the information you need to know. But when it's in standard form, you've got to do some algebra to get it into slope-intercept form, and then you can graph it like we've been doing all along.